Welcome back to Snetterton here in Norfolk, where the Dunlop MK2 Golf GTI contenders line up on the grid for their second race of the weekend. Now, who's got to get into that first corner first? We're about to find out.
So here's a look at the grid ahead of this Dunlop MK2 Golf GTI race. Jason Tingle will start on pole position, yesterday's race winner. On pole position in the 8 valve class will be Alex Nuttall, starting there in 6th overall. But the man to watch out for will be Jamie Martin. A retirement yesterday means he starts down in 14th position, and he will be trying to charge through the field. Green flagged wave from the back of the grid then. The 65 car is Jason Tingle. Number 4 alongside him is Stuart Lyons on the front row. It's Hanson Warnes on row number 2 as the lights go out here at Snetterton and the racing gets underway. The Golf's charging down towards the first corner. Flashing past us there, Tom Witts. On the right-hand side, you can see the number 1 car of Jamie Martin has made a good start, but it's Jason Tingle who leads into the first corner now. Adrian Ward, one of the 8 valve runners, dropping back a little bit at the start, but he'll be hoping to climb through the order. Battles going on down into Montreal, and that's a big slide. That was Josh Johnson getting tapped sideways as he came into Montreal, and he's lost a number of positions as a result of that, but everyone's safely through. The top 3 still in their same order, Tingle, Lyons and Adam Hans, but it looks as though Jamie Martin has got himself up into 4th place already, halfway, not even halfway, a quarter of a way around the first lap. So a very impressive start from Martin. There is Stuart Lyons, our 2nd place man. 22 is Adam Hans, and number 1, the orange car, looking up the inside into Oggies, is Jamie Martin, and he goes through into 3rd position now. Very impressive start, and he will now try and start to reel in Stuart Lyons in front of him as they turn through the right-hander of Williams and out onto the Bentley straight for the first time. There you can see Adrian Ward again, tucked right up behind Robert Wheeler, and we'll try and make a move on him as they go down the Bentley straight. But here are our race leaders into Brundle and Nelson for the first time. Still Jason Tingle out in front of. A bit of a lock-up there for Stuart Lyons, the man from Sutton Coldfield. Keeps it all together in the end, but it won't be too long before he has Jamie Martin all over the back of him. Through the bomb hole and out towards Coram. Adam Hans has dropped back a little bit from this leading group, but it's Jason Tingle still leading the way. 2nd place is up for debate. Another lock-up from Stuart Lyons, but he is just about going to hold that 2nd place as they come to the end of the first lap. The rest of the cars filtering their way through. Looks like it's still Alex Nuttall in the lead of Class B, but out in the lead of the race overall, it's still Jason Tingle. But who's going to be in 2nd place? It looks as though Jamie Martin is going to get past. He's got the move done before they even get to Riches. So 14th to 2nd in 1 lap for Jamie Martin, and now he'll set his sights on closing down Jason Tingle in the lead of the race. Into Montreal. Tingle hugs the inside line. He's in a 1992 Golf. Jamie Martin's machine a couple of years older, but seems to be performing very well indeed as they come into Palmer's. This is going to be a frantic race, I think, now between Martin and Tingle as they do battle heading down towards Agostini. Martin's managed to get past as they come into Hamilton's, and he goes through into the lead of the race, then Jamie Martin. So it's only taken him about a lap and a half, but Tingle isn't giving up that easily. He locks up the unloaded rear right as they come into the right-hander of Agostini, but Jamie Martin now is back into the lead of the race, having started from 14th on the grid. A really impressive drive. What has Jason Tingle got though? Can he hold on to the guys in front? Chris Bagley in the 23 car holding off the recovering Josh Johnson, who started 5th on the grid, but after that tap at Montreal went sliding back down the field. And there is our 8 valve class leader, Alex Nuttall, turning through Williams, and he's looking pretty comfortable in the lead of that class at the moment. Side-by-side action coming down into the left-hander. This is Adrian Warnes now trying to defend from Josh Johnson, and he's not able to do so. Johnson goes through. A good recovery drive after that early moment, but here comes the counter-attack. Andrew Warnes back through on the entry to the bomb hole. So great racing here lower down the field. This is all over 7th position at the moment, and they're all chasing down Chris Bagley up in front of them in the 23 car. Oh, and that's a lot of speed being carried in there by Andrew Warnes. Keeps it all together, but Alex Nuttall in the 8 valve is starting to close in on that gaggle in front as he continues to lead the way. Still, we've got another attack from Josh Johnson to the inside now of Andrew Warnes. 4th and 5th on the grid, these two guys started. And they're doing battle again down into Montreal. Wonderful scrap in the lower reaches of the top 10. And Warnes goes through, and look how quickly Alex Nuttall has closed in on these guys. Adam Hartz now turning through the right-hander, who he's got Tom Witts behind him. Tom Witts also started on the back row of the grid alongside Jamie Martin. Hasn't made quite the same amount of progress, but still a strong run. And he's up in 5th place at the moment, with Adam Hartz running in 4th position. Here's the battle for the lead though. A look to the inside of the bomb hole from Tingle. Not really an overtaking opportunity, but that's forced Jamie Martin defensive as they come into Coram. Trying to get the cutback, almost a touch between them. Jason Tingle working really hard to try and beat Jamie Martin. Through the left-hander they come at Murray's and head out onto the centre straight once more. The speed at which Jamie Martin closed in on the race leaders, you'd thought he'd be disappearing off into the distance, but not so. Now we're seeing Adrian Ward and Tim Cox battling over 3rd in class. Jason Tingle still leading the way out in front as they come up towards Montreal. And he has pulled maybe a car length or two out over Jamie Martin now. But you can rest assured Martin will be challenging towards the end. Here's the continuing battle for 3rd place. Still Adrian Ward, who is ahead of Tim Cox. 3rd place in the 8 valve class there. Johnson going very wide. Josh Johnson, who we saw battling higher up in the field, so I wonder if he's run into a bit of a problem. But here come the race leaders into Murray's for the final time. It looks as though Jason Tingle is going to hold on, but he's got Jamie Martin right up behind him. It's going to be a drag race towards the checkered flag. It's being readied, and it's going to be Jason Tingle to make it 2 out of 2 this weekend. Here in the 8 valve class, we're going to see Alex Nuttall taking victory. Another strong performance from him. He's going to take the lead in the 8 valve class. Who's going to come home in 3rd place? It looks as though Simon Tomlinson, after a quiet drive, will be there in 2nd in the 8 valve class. And it'll just be 3rd position for Adrian Ward as he takes the checkered flag. There is our 8 valve race winner then, Alex Nuttall. A big wave from 2nd place man Simon Tomlinson. He's very happy with that 2nd position by the looks of things. A little thumbs up to Alex Nuttall as well. Here's a look at the results. Just 0.3 of a second separating Jason Tingle and Jamie Martin at the line. Stuart Lyons with a quiet drive to 3rd place. 8 valve victory going to Alex Nuttall. And there you can see Tim Cox, who finished 4th, just off the 8 valve podium in 11th position.
It looked like quite an interesting race. How is it from your perspective?
Yeah, strange race, unexpected on what happened really. I'm glad I won. My car wasn't handling very well, to be honest. Stuart was coming up behind, thought he was going to get through maybe as well. He was tagging on quite well. But yeah, interesting race.
Got a lead on, thought yeah, we've got this, and then the misfire came back. So I probably lost 30 horsepower and just started to make my way back down, and then obviously Jason can get by, and that's that. But I'm pleased with 2nd, it keeps me in the championship. Keeps things alive, and considering the weekend we've had, I'm going to go home and sleep now.
Alex, many congratulations on that result today. How tough was the race?
Yesterday's race was a tough one. We were sort of 0.005 between us, and today I knew Simon was coming. I could see him coming in the mirror. I managed to get 2 first good laps in and get a gap, but he was coming and coming. Another couple of laps and it would have got interesting, but no, I'm really pleased. There's 4 wins out of 2 races now, so happy with that.
A double win here at Snetterton means Jason Tingle extends his advantage over Jamie Martin at the top of the 16 valve class. James Bark, despite not being here, is still 3rd in the standings. Alex Nuttall equally extends his advantage over Simon Tomlinson, but only 5 points at the top of the 8 valve class means the battle is going to run and run.
Well, that's it from Snetterton here in Norfolk. We've had some great action on track. Join us next time when we head to Brands Hatch in Kent. We look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.